Hey, this is Steve Good.
And Yuri Cataldo.
From the Coin Chat, cutting through the noise and misinformation in cryptocurrency to tell you what truly matters. Today, we're going to talk about how to build strong communities and trust around ICO campaigns. In other words, how do we create community?
Yes, authentic, great communities. Awesome.
Right.
All right, so
we're going to do this
start from the beginning.
Five points, the 5 ways that we want to tell all ICOs and people around how to build communities in crypto to make successful projects. So let's start with number 1. Number 1 is authentic. Be the person. Shall I just jump in and do number 1?
Yeah, go ahead, jump in.
So my first one, Yuri, is be authentic. Be the person. Be yourself. Now, that's easy to say that, but it's a lot harder to live it. So by be the person, I'm not talking about, hi, I'm just here to present something and I'm in a company. I'm talking about be the person. I have a dog. I have 3 dogs. I have 2 kids. I have a wife. I live in the UK. I love to go skiing. And that's, that's some things about me. I like to show photos of me in the office with my team. I do YouTube videos and I talk about what I'm doing, what I'm up to. And it's sometimes about personal stuff. And sometimes it's just about doing the job. But it's bringing the balance together so people get to know you, the person, not just I'm a robot doing CEO job for company. I want to know who you are. So we want to know who you are. So be authentic, own it. This is your opportunity to shine when you do an ICO. And everybody that's getting involved in the ICO world that wants to get involved in a project wants to know that who they're investing in is a real person, real authentic. And that's how you do it.
That's awesome. Number 2, and so again, keeping with the me thing on this of the individual, because people like to buy from people they know and like. So being accessible as a person and as a team, but as a person, so you're going to live events, which you should be doing. Are you broadcasting live for these events? Are you meeting up with people there? Take some of the investors out for coffee. Be open, accessible, tell people where you're doing, where you're going. Allow them to meet with you, to chat with you, to find out what's happening with this when you go to conferences or meetups. You should be going to all of these in multiple cities and doing a tour and letting the people know who you are and what you're having fun with and being open and honest.
And while you're at the event, do a Facebook Live event.
Exactly, like with events within events. But again, let your personality shine and get your whole team involved. And if you're not comfortable being in front of the camera, get training to do so, because the people really want to see the name in charge. It's good to have other team members, but they really want to know what you're doing and what you're up to.
Right. And going from there, so now let's do a little bit more about us, the project. And this is number 3, honesty and transparency about project. Now, it's really easy that when things go wrong, we want to bury it. We don't want to talk about it. Guess what? We don't care. When I'm looking at projects, the more you tell me about what's going on, the more connected I feel to your project. This is how you create brand loyalty and connection to the project, is by being transparent and open about anything that goes on. Delays, project failures, theft, break-ins, anything that's happening in the project. And how do you tell people that? Blog about it. It could be little paragraphs about little things that have happened, good, bad, and ugly. I don't care. I want to know you're authentic. And the only way I really know that is by writing up blogs, putting up Medium articles, Tumblr articles, do a video on YouTube. It could be a live video. Now we're bringing them together. So I'm an authentic person. I'm a real person. I'm doing a video, and I'm going to tell you about what's happening in my project. It could be the CTO. It could be one of the team members. It doesn't matter. The point is people want to know what's happening in the project, and we want to hear what's going on day to day. That's how our connection is to that project. That's what's building trust. That's what's building the community, or the sense of community between us, the people looking at the project, and you, the team.
Exactly. So the 4th part, which you already mentioned which is building trust. So how do you build trust? A lot of times trust comes from others, from social proof, from other people that you're working with, endorsements. So are you showing that you're using multi-sig wallets? Are you bringing in legal firms? Are you making sure you're following all the rules and regulations? What about partnering with other large corporations? Are you bringing in industry experts or trusted advisors to build this trust in organization? So it's just showing off how much you're going above and beyond to prove that you know what your project is and that other people also support your project.
Absolutely. And then the last one, point 5, and this is kind of a little bit different. So here's the thing. I call this community within community. Now, what does that mean? Because this is kind of an interesting one. There's a lot of ICOs out there, a lot of projects and a lot of startups. Here's the number one mistake all ICOs are doing when they start. They're doing it alone.
Right. They go alone.
Right. I'm out to make money. I'm sending out messages to everybody asking for money. And I haven't even started by doing the first thing you need to do, which is creating awareness and building a community. Now, you can go and build a community by just trying to build it all by yourself from scratch and asking people to join your Telegram chat and to join your website and to follow you on YouTube and Twitter and whatever else. Or you can actually get hooked into the crypto community itself. Now, there's a number of great communities out there. Ethereum is obviously a big community, as is Bitcoin, but those are not necessarily communities that people are going to rally around your project. There are, though, others where you can run your project very successfully. I'll give you some examples. You can connect into the Neo community. You can connect into the Komodo community. You can connect into the Cardano community. So these are just 3 examples. You can also get involved with other incubator programs like Archain. There's a whole range of things. There's also Kick ICO out of Japan, which is an incubator and fundraising program. All of these organizations or platforms, Waves, Lisk, they all have one thing in common. They've already built the communities for you.
Yeah.
Guess what? All you need to do is hook into them. Now, you can also do other things, like you can also integrate your wallet into other wallet platforms and programs like Coinomi or Jax. Guess what? They have communities too. So all of these communities are communities within the crypto community. The more of these communities you connect into, the more trust you build, the more relationships you build, and the more well-known you are. Now, when we step back and we look at all 5 of these together, you start to see that actually the build, the community, the strong community and the trust around an ICO campaign, it's not so much about the campaign, which is going from ICO awareness to fundraising, to getting money in, to building brand awareness and loyalty. It's about creating all the authenticity, being accessible. So who am I? I'm Steve. I'm the guy with 3 dogs and 2 kids and a wife. Great. Right. I'm authentic. I'm accessible. Here I am on Telegram, and I'm on Instagram, and I'm on Facebook, and I'm on YouTube, and I'm on Spotify and Apple, because I want people to know I'm an accessible person. I've got my own Telegram channel. So does Yuri. We were there together. And we're here because we are accessible people right here and right now. And then, of course, we're honest. If something goes wrong with our channel, if our website gets hacked, or if something happens or something happens to one of us, guess what? We're going to tell you something's gone wrong with the channel, because it's important for everyone to know why they want to stick by us in the good times and the bad times, because that's actually what makes the whole glue of that community and that team. And of course, trust. If I'm going to give you money, I want to know that the money I'm giving you is safe. There's a lawyer there behind it, that there's a multi-sig wallet that's protecting it, that I've got people behind you who are smarter than you, or know the industry better than you, or are just different. And that's important, because it brings us all together in a one single way that we're one team. And of course, then that's part of that community. I've joined a bigger community. So bring those 5 points together. And what do we have, Yuri?
We have a way to tell.
We've got authenticity, we've got trust, and we've got community. So that's what we want to tell everybody. Those are the 5 points for building trust, building a community in crypto for an ICO. Hope you enjoyed all this. To the moon. Until next time.